Hey guys, welcome to Gaming Instincts TV, and today we will be talking about Skull and Bones with
Carl Lua, producer of Skull and Bones at Ubisoft Singapore.
Awesome, man. Nice to meet you. How's your day today?
Very good. It's fantastic to get our demo out there into lots of hands of players and journalists and influencers and listening to their feedback and seeing how much they're enjoying our shared world.
I see. So Skull and Bones is a pirate IP, and it's something you guys have been kind of hinting at. I remember with the polls after the success of Black Flag, people are like, make a pirate game. Make a pirate game. You know, there was Sea of Thieves from Microsoft, which is a little bit of a different game, but still has the piracy theme. And obviously, you guys have full-on PvP combat and full-on like brutal piracy going on. So, what made you kind of really go into that?
Yeah, absolutely. So even as early as Assassin's Creed 3 and certainly with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, it was clear that the naval combat was really rich and really interesting, and we saw that players spent a lot of time on the ocean in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and really enjoyed that open world of just sailing around in their ship. So we thought it would be fantastic to take that further, have a multiplayer game where you can have many different ships that you can upgrade and go out there and engage in a compelling loop.
Right. So, talk about the gameplay loop a little bit. Like, how do you plan on making the game maybe engaging enough to keep playing, as opposed to maybe some other games that maybe seem repetitive?
What we think is really unique about our game is that shared PvPvE world, not knowing when you're going to see another player, and when you see that other player, what are each of you going to do?
Right.
Because often you will see them at a distance, and you'll have time to think about, do I want to invite them to my group? Do I want to take on challenges bigger than I can do myself by going towards co-op aggregators like the Fort or some really big AI ships we have in the world. So that social interaction each time is going to be really interesting, and the motivation loop for the player will always be high risk, high reward, getting the most out of each hunt. So preparing for your hunt in the hideout, taking the right ship, talking to Taljid, your fortune teller, understanding what the state of the world is, and going out there, getting as much as you can, and then bring it back to upgrade.
So what kind of stuff can you collect? Obviously, the gear for your ship, because I remember when I was playing it, I got like different type of chests with different rarities and things like that. So talk a little bit about the loot system in that sense.
Absolutely. So when you board a ship, you'll often get a chest from that. You can also interact with certain locations in the world where your crew will get off the ship and find a chest, whether it's on a beach or from a shipwreck. And so these chests you'll open when you're back in the hideout. On top of that, whenever you use your spyglass, you can see what each ship in the world has on it. So that's the way of picking your prey and deciding what you want to hunt. Often it'll be a merchant that ideally will be a little bit on its own, and you'll be, okay, that's easy pickings, I like what it's got, I need wood to upgrade my ship, he's got wood, I'm going to go after him.
So it's more always about upgrading and being constantly better than everybody else kind of a deal.
That's definitely one of the main motivations.
It's the thrill of the hunt. Like,
exactly, thrill of the
hunt. You never know where you're going to bump into or where you might see, and things might just change on the fly really quickly.
Exactly. Right. The world reacts to your actions. The longer you stay out there, the more attractive target you become, because suddenly your cargo is full and you're like, oh, there's just a bit more wood, I want to take that, but suddenly you're becoming very attractive to other players as a target.
Right. What about the variety of ships? Because I remember in the demo, I've played 3 different ships. Some of them have ramming capabilities, other ones are like have really strong front cannons. Do you get a chance to check out the other ship? But yeah, is that all of those? Is it just 3 ships, or do you guys have something else planned, or how is that going to go?
Oh, we're going to have a lot more ships at launch. We just wanted to show these 3 ships at E3. 2 of them are within the Brigantine class. The other one is a frigate, and we wanted to show that even within a class, ships can be very different. So the 2 Brigantines, there's the Blackhorn, which specializes in the ram, and there's the Jaeger, which has very strong, precise front cannons. And then the third one is the Royal Fortune, which is a frigate with a huge broadside, and its special ability is to drop anchor and go into siege mode where it could just launch broadside after broadside.
I see. Awesome. How often, for PvP, did you guys gauge on when you're going to meet players? Is it going to be maybe like every 15 minutes, every 20 minutes that you kind of maybe design the game to meet other people, like how when people spawn in the world? And is it just one world? Is it servers? Is it instanced? Or how's that going?
So what we're showing here at E3 is the hunting grounds, which we feel is the essence of Skull and Bones, and it is a 10-player shared world. So the servers, dedicated servers that will host 10 players, and we feel that is the right density for the number of times you see another player. We don't want it to be that you're going to see players all the time. We want it to be an interesting moment whenever you come across a player. And often, if you want to just go for a quick hunt, grab some easy pickings off some merchants, you'll be able to just quickly do that, get back to your hideout without engaging in other players.
I see. And you said you can group up with other ships. Do you actually invite them to your party, or is it like kind of like I'm hoping he's not going to shoot me? How does that gonna?
Yeah, we have a grouping feature, so it's
you do have a grouping
very
feature,
important to
okay.
us. So when you look through your spyglass, you see a prompt saying send invite, and the other player will receive an invite saying, do you want to group with player 2 or whatever the player number is, and if they accept, then you become grouped, and friendly fire is turned off, and then you can take on other ships together.
How long the game has been in development for?
We've dreamt about making this game ever since Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
So the concepts kind of started. Since
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity for us, and we really want to make sure it's ready when it comes out.
Probably needed the hardware to do it because obviously the game looks gorgeous.
Yeah, taking we've been experts of developing the ocean technology for many years, but taking that to a multiplayer session context
complicates things.
It complicates things, and the replication of having 10 players in the world is.
What engine you guys using?
Anvil.
Is it the same one for Assassin's Creed, I think?
Correct.
That's cool. And for the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, what are you guys looking at to enhance? Is it going to be resolution for you guys, or maybe a little bit of both? Are you going to be doing performance or both, like modes where you can switch, mid, high, or something like that? You know what I'm talking about? A lot of games do that, performance or high fidelity visuals.
Yeah, we will continue looking at getting the most out of all of our platforms. Right now, we're really focused on nailing what is the experience, and then we'll make sure our tech teams are focused on every version of the game, bringing the most out of those consoles.
Okay, and in terms of how close do you think the game is to being done?
Well, we just announced a 2019 release date.
2019 release date. Are you looking maybe like in the fall, winter, or more in the beginning of the year?
We can't comment more.
You can't
on
comment.
that.
That's fair enough. I was just curious.
Of course.
But it's definitely coming out next year. Is this going to be like a public beta?
Absolutely. So there will be live phases. You can register for those at skullandbonesgame.com, and we'll have more details on that. The registration for the beta is already open.
It's coming to PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
Correct.
Now, there's been rumors, and I'm going to ask you this, and you're probably not going to be able to answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway, because it's just what I do. There's been a little bit of talks of next-gen consoles and things like that. Is there a chance of, in the future, this game could be playable on a new generation console as a cross-platform game?
Right now, we're fully focused on developing on
Cool
PC,
enough.
PlayStation 4, and Xbox One.
No Nintendo Switch?
Currently, our focus is on those platforms just
I see.
mentioned.
And if there's one thing that you would like to tell to the players or people who are looking forward to pirate games, what would you like to say?
For the ultimate pirate experience, to find out what type of pirate you truly are, register for skullandbonesgame.com and become the ultimate pirate of the Indian Ocean.
Okay, and I have one particular question that's been very big for a lot of people, including myself, when I first saw the game at last year's E3.
Okay.
Where's the land combat?
We have as we introduced in the gameplay trailer at the conference, there is a hideout, which is where you as a pirate captain can walk around and plan your next time. The core of the gameplay will always be you at the helm of your ship as the pirate captain.
Okay, but you can't go out on a random beach and start fighting or anything like that, right?
The focus of the player navigation is in the hideout, yeah.
Okay, I see. Alright, well, that sounds good. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Good stuff.